Good afternoon, my friends. Look at this look on Halvar's face. I've never seen it before. It's like a look of horrified disgust, but it's actually the look of something wrong. We've got a dragon attack going down. So, welcome to Chapter 15. I was actually just doing my off-camera selling. This was literally my last stop in Riverwood. I just came out of the shop and saw that really odd look on Halvar's face, and then a dragon landed, so here we are, right in the thick of things. Kind of funny. I didn't know that your character made that face when that happened. Anyway, I will try to draw dragon aggro without getting anyone else caught up in the mix. We've got Stump the dog, the whole town coming out to try to do their part. Dragon attacks can be a little anticlimactic with Halvar because melee only, right? So we've got to wait for everybody else to do the lion's share of damage. And then the stupid thing will land and we can take care of it. We seem to be encountering more frost dragons on average than anything else, which is good for us. Being Nords, a Nord rather, and thus frost resistant. Can't get over that look Halvar showed, though. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all patrons, above all. Really appreciate each and every one of those. Fine folks. And yeah, not much to say about the in-between episode updates, really. We just kind of did our normal buying and selling. Didn't, or rather, just selling this time. Didn't find any new items. Look at this woman. She's so chill, just walking with her chicken. Sigrid.
Try not to set anything on fire, all right?
Hey, don't tell me that. Tell this dragon that. Girder's got her knife out. Everything will be okay, Girder. Oh, ouch. Alright, dragon almost halfway dead. Thanks to the good work of Janasa and the Riverwood Archers. The Riverwood Archery Club finally finds its purpose. I know those shouts don't do anything, but we've got to at least pretend to do something. Oh, we lost a guard. Hate to see it. Really do. Wonder if Halvar should keep a bow on hand just for this purpose. Just to at least nominally contribute. That's why we try to just tank a little damage, save a life or two. And now's our time to shine. Let's go.
Be careful.
Glass greatsword. That could be a fun one to enchant.
The gods gave you two hands, and you use them both for your weapon. I can respect that.
Well, this has happened once before, my friends, on a different occasion. I think in between chapters 13 and 14, if I remember correctly, so not that long ago. I was just buying and selling, traveling all around, and Riverwood was a stop in a dragon attack, so kind of identical to that. That one Just happened, like, right at the beginning of my selling, so I didn't record. Halvar still had that grimace on his face for a second. But the point is, what's happening here happened then, with, like, the whole town coming out to witness the goings-on. And it was over by the dock, and I took some pictures, so if I use a thumbnail that you don't recognize, it might be that, because it's happening again. This is kind of cool, too, though. We could take this shot and maybe have good thumbnail fodder. I like it. Alright, well, so it begins. Let's just go back to Lakeview Manor. 'Tis but a hop, skip, and a jump away, after all. And... ah, so peaceful and tranquil, our home, with a beautiful sunset. We'll drop off the dragon bones so we don't have to lug those around all day on our questing here. And, we've also got a new addition to the family. Last time out, we adopted. I won't pretend to remember her name, but she's probably here. We can say hi to our new daughter.
Look, Papa, I made a new friend.
A fox?
Could I keep him?
Lucia.
Please?
Alright, but you're responsible.
You're the best.
So true. The best.
Papa!
You can do all kinds of stuff. You can give gifts, play a game.
Take care.
Alright, for now, we'll just let her enjoy her new friend, the fox. Very heartwarming. You know, Halvar, he's really got it all. He's got the rugged good looks, a loyal, competent follower, a bard, a thane to protect his beautiful property, the adoration of Skyrim. He's the dragonborn. He's got it all, except a companion of a different kind, if you know what I mean. Except a life of love. And Halvar is very enamored by Astrid the first time we saw her, which is why we followed along with that quest rather than killing her on sight. So half of Halvar's mind is toward doing these crazy, murderous Dark Brotherhood missions just to try to impress Astrid or talk to her again. I don't really know if we're going to do that. That's a bit of a stretch even for Lovelore and Halvar, but you know, it's definitely a little bit tough out there. The roads get a little bit lonely, you know? So we'll think about that, but for now we're going to begin looking for Serene Gerard, if that's how you say her name. Out in a westerly direction. And we have to go west by southwest, basically, in order to find her. Let's helm up, because it's dangerous out there. If you missed the last episode, we are on a slightly higher difficulty now, so things can get a little bit hairy. We had a really tough time at one particular point last chapter. Not to be taken lightly. But yeah, so we kept drawing the aggro of Gunmar, trying to recruit him. We'll see if Serene attacks us on sight as well. If so, there's something wrong with anybody Dawnguard affiliated, even if they're not in the crowd yet. And that'll need to be resolved. Might be a bounty in the rift. We've got some Forsworn. Well, nothing like killing both with one sweep.
It's said that the Forsworn make dark pacts with the Hogravens, and that is why they can use magic.
Whoa. Cool info from Janasa. I genuinely didn't know that. Ooh, they caught a Nord in a bear trap. Really rough. Rough way to go. Watch out for those Gen. Can we call Genasi Gen? Is that too familiar? Is that not epic enough? Sounds a little weird. It's not like Genasi is a hard name to say. Kind of rolls off the tongue nicely, does it not? There's an orcish stronghold up ahead. One of these days, Halvar is just going to go fight a bunch of orcs because they've been nothing but horrible to him.
One good haul.
Never enough gold? Is that what they said?
Just to hand over the gold. But did you there?
Hand over the
citizen.
gold.
This area
An
is
orc,
off limits.
as we
You're
were just
interfering
talking
with
about.
Imperial business. Yeah, so you'll have to pay us.
I
a
see a
fine.
dead body in the
Say,
background. I don't
100
think you're
gold.
Imperials. I know those guys do some bad stuff too, but I think you're
If you
some
insist. Come on, boys. This'll be fun.
brigands.
Now ain't this a surprise? I'm going to put you down.
Go ahead, try and fight back.
Yes, got the wizard. Okay, good. Now put a little distance between us and the two-handed wielders, because these guys can hit pretty hard. Oh my goodness, they take huge chunks out. Woo! Might need to slow time. Now we've got you where we want you. Alright, there we go. Get off Genasi, dude. Woo, that was intense. Scary fight. Already checked that body. Well, they will rob no more. They will rob no more. And that is a good thing. Aha, it's Imperials that they took down. Makes sense. That's where they got the gear, right? 3 of them, no less. Alright, well, hey, they're not all bad. Haha. Gotta give credit where credit's due. So, that was kind of a narrow escape, actually, and Halvar not necessarily looking to tangle with orcs as much as he was a moment ago. Mor Khazgur. It's a pretty cool name. Do we want to go inside, try to talk to any orcs, or just maybe carry on? Maybe we just carry on. Literally every orc that Halvar has seen has tried to fight him before. Not literally, but a highly disproportionate amount of them. Whoops. We're slowing time again, which is fine, but I was thinking we'd be back to the foos. Alright, where are we? We're headed on the right track. Well, we have somehow... we don't have the cudgel as a favorite. Just started using the favorite function like last chapter, so... yeah, better late than never, I guess, right? Okay, let's see if she aggresses against us on sight like Gunmar appeared to a couple chapters ago. We'll approach with our weapon sheathed just to really drive it home.
One gyro, one, and I can get back.
Hey, look at, how about that? We can talk to you.
Gyros lying around,
Unlike Gunmar, who just wants to kill us.
Here. Do you think mudcrabs might have taken it? I saw one the other day. Wouldn't be surprised if it followed me here. Just look around, will you?
Well, whatever you're talking about, Isran asked me to
Isran?
find you.
Wants me? No, you must be mistaken. He made it exceedingly clear the last time we spoke that he had no interest in my help. I find it hard to believe he's changed his mind. He said some very hurtful things to me before I left. Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuits. So if you'll excuse me...
Vampires are upon the land, Serene.
Vampires?
Old.
Really? Oh, and I suppose now he remembers that I proposed no less than 3 different scenarios that involved vampires overrunning the population.
Aha.
Well, what are they up to?
See, nobody believes the conspiracy theorists until it's too late. Well, they have an Elder Scroll, we know that much.
Well, that's actually something I never would have anticipated. Interesting. I'm not sure what they would do with one, but in this case, Isran is probably correct in thinking it isn't good.
No, that can't be it.
All right. If nothing else, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to learn more about what's going on so I can better defend myself. But I'm not just going to abandon what I've been working on here. It's too useful. I need at least 1 intact dwarven gyro. So either I need to find the satchel those mudcrabs stole, or I need another gyro from someplace. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you?
There's no time, you need to get moving now.
I'm sorry, but I'm not about to do that with at least a single gyro to show for my efforts.
Alright.
I understand that, but I really can't leave here without at least one. A single gyro would be enough, I think.
Let's go find
Believe
one.
me, this is useful stuff.
Let's go find one. I think they're talking about it being down
Okay.
with the mudcrabs here. Janasa.
Huh?
Let's find a gyro. And I don't mean the delicious Greek wrap, although I could go for one right now. Is it gyro or gyro, or are something else, or are a variety of pronunciations acceptable, and it depends on who you are and where you are? The burning questions, things that I don't know. But now I'm not even hungry. All right, my stomach's not hungry, but my brain is hungry. my brain is hungry for a gyro or whatever. Hey, there we go, Mudcrab. Mudcrab clan. This bandit thug lost to a bunch of mudcrabs. My goodness. Not sure if we're supposed to search the mudcrab bodies or somewhere around here for the Dwemer gyro, but it's probably right around here. One imagines. Who knows what secrets the depths hold? Not us, because we can't find what we're looking for. I think it's probably upstream a little bit. Oh, another mudcrab. These waters are dangerous, be careful. I don't always like playing in first person, but sometimes in order to actually find something that might be on the ground, you need to. It just looks so much nicer. And ironically is more immersive to me when you can be over the shoulder in third person and see Halvar, see the character, right? Oh, what do we have here? Oh, this is Talsgar the Wanderer.
Don't go setting the place
again.
on fire, okay?
Yeah, I don't plan on it, buddy. Have you seen a gyro? looks like the family's home. So I will take a break and splice it together, and when I come back, we'll find this Dwemer gyro. See you in a minute. Alright, friends, we're back. The kiddos are taken care of, fear not, and I did just a little looking off camera for Serene's satchel, which we've found. Didn't want to make you suffer through more of my fruitless searching, but as it so happens, I was actually right about ready to find it just going back upriver anyway. So, you're not very good, Serene, at finding things, but I take it that you're more of a mechanically inclined person, so we'll forgive that. You can't have it all.
You haven't seen a sack full of dwarven gyros lying around, have you?
Sure have, actually.
I swear I left it right here. Do you think mudcrabs might have taken? Just look around.
Yes, I
will
do.
you? I understand. A single gyro would be enough.
Here you go.
Thank you. Now, where is it Isran expects me to go?
Fort Dawnguard.
Ah, been working more on his secret hideout, has he? It'll be interesting to see
Place
how
is
much
pretty
progress he's made.
Spectacular.
I'll finish
Not
up here
gonna
and head
lie
in
to
that
you.
direction as soon as I can. See you there.
Be wary
Farewell.
of the vampires, Serene. See you at the fort. Alright, Janasa, we did it. Good job. Good job, everybody. So, next step is to try to get Gunmar on side like we did last time. That time it didn't quite work. There we go. So, I think I'm going to travel to Riften first. Because if there is a bounty, this will trigger it, and we can just pay it off and then go get Gunmar. If there's no bounty and the guards are totally cool, but then Gunmar attacks us again, I really don't know what to do about that. We'll have to look further into it.
Take my advice. Don't listen to that talk of the face sculptor down in the ragged flagon. Face butcher is more like it from what I've heard.
The first guard that talks sense about that.
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves' Guild.
I like you, Riften Guard. And as you can see, my friends, there is no trouble this time with the Riften's finest, right? Whoa. We fast travel to these stones, but we've got company awaiting.
Never should have come here.
Ascendant Conjurer. We might be slowed down, but we can still jump your stuff. Ooh, a big hit. Sends her flying off the cliff. Alright. Snowshod Farm.
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and
I
drug
kind of
frauds.
admire the drip here,
Been too long since we've
that
had a good
purple
bandit raid.
that the Riften guards wear. Recruit Gunmar, if we can. If we can. It's a bear. Jeez. Better learn to aim, Halvar. There we go. Did this get reset, by the way? Just wondering. Yeah, I think it did. Okay. We're good. We're carrying on. We're on expert difficulty where we should be. Cranking it up a bit. Putting our metal to the test here. Not that a bear poses much difficulty. Oh, here come the spiders and here comes Gunmar. Really gonna try not to aggro him this time. Oh, we've got bears too. Sha. Nice. Okay, Gunmar, are you cool this time? He's got that same face that Halvar was making. Oh, this is the stare down of the grimaces. I guess it's because we've got another foe. Yeah, bear.
One less monster in the world.
All right.
You there! Hold fast! I've tracked this damned bear
Wow,
for 2
it's a
weeks.
miracle.
I'll not let it have any more victims. Isran needing someone else's help. Never thought I'd hear that. I'm afraid he's a few years too late.
I love the bloodstained weaponry we both got here.
Business to attend to.
A true meeting of two
Besides,
Nords,
he
if
can
I've ever
handle
seen
anything
one.
alone. He assured me so himself. What could he possibly need my help with?
Gunmar, we are up against vampires now.
Vampires. That's...
It's no joke, my
That
friend.
might change things.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more about what's going on. By the 8th. Alright, look. I'll consider it. But I can't just leave this bear to prey on more innocent people. Once it's dealt with, then perhaps I'll see what Isran expects of me.
Where's this bear, Gunmar? Crystal Drift Cave, alright. Try to deal with this bear problem, and then we can be on our way. Well, Gunmar's not in yet, but... Alright. Hopefully.
Who's that? I knew I heard something. I was sure I heard something. Who's that? That'll teach you.
Gadnor. A fallen elf. Gadnor's Staff of Charming. Now, what might that do? Creatures and people up to level 4 will attack anything nearby for 60 seconds. Kinda cool. One for the armory. More than anything, but
Careful.
kinda cool.
Our footsteps will echo in every chamber and tunnel.
Yes, indeed, Janasa, but I don't think there's anything left to hear them in this particular hidey hole. Shrine of Kinnereth. 1 second. Alright, we're back. We're back. Real life intrudes, but...
Don't know how well I'd have managed by myself. You have my thanks. You've helped me, so I suppose the least I can do is find out what Isran wants. He's still at that fort near Stendar's beacon, I assume.
How did you know,
If Isran
Gunnar?
is anything, he's stubborn. He's been working on that place for years now. Never lets anyone in. His own little fortress. Well, I guess I'll get to see what he's been up to all this time.
I suppose so, my friend.
I'll meet you there.
Alright. So maybe for the sake of realism, we'll give Serene and Gunmar a little time to get to Iseran and give everybody time to reacquaint and to set things up. I'm sure in-game, if we just simply fast travel, that would happen. But let's be realistic and do a little something else before we head right back to the Dawnguard. There is nothing on the map that we know anything about, so let's just go exploring for a minute. Smoldering, overturned cart, but with nothing in it. Let's pop up here, see if we can see any of remains of the culprits or any survivors. Doesn't look like it, so up the mountain we go. I feel like I've spent more time kind of on flat ground, for lack of a better way to put it, in this Halvar saga than I have in previous. I just remember an enduring memory from my previous times playing Skyrim was just running up a lot of mountains a lot of the time. We should do more of that, right? Yeah, or should we? Holy crap. Just about died running up this one. Okay then. Well, I'm gonna autosave here in case we die again. A cheap death, right? I don't know if there's any better way to handle those turrets than what we did, which is you just kind of run up and take the soul gem as fast as you can. Lost Tongue Overlook, a forsworn stronghold. We just met them and learned about them for the first time. But we're not dealing with them now, we're dealing with a dragon. I see. Well, yeah, we're just about dead from... I mean, granted, we were already quite low. But now we don't have a whole army of Riverwood archers to help us. We just have Janasa. It's a shame that the staff we picked up was a non-useful one for a dragon fight, right? I wonder if we even want to sit here for this one. It's going to take forever for Janasa to ping it down, with all due respect. Oh, never mind, he landed! Woo! Slow time. Oh, now we're talking. Hewing the dragon. Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, the word of power? Fear, dismay. Staff of Fury, functionally identical, it seems, to the named staff we found a moment ago. Lost Tongue Overlook is not cleared. What else is there here? Is there actually a way into a Forsworn stronghold like I initially thought? Is there something else altogether? That sure looks like a door into somewhere, but I don't see a way in. Wow, Stormcloak is a slain Stormcloak all the way up here. A little odd. Huh. Am I missing something obvious? I didn't even make the first time for everything joke that time. Whoa. Across the peaks, that looks cool. Whatever that might be. Well, I must be missing something. This also looks like it could be an entrance, but less so than the other one, and that plus that other one makes me think that I'm not actually missing an entrance anyway. Yeah, they're kind of all over the place, just these sealed off former doors, for lack of a better way to put it. Alright, I think I just kind of want to start going downhill. Whatever the most promising looking way to descend is. Because there looked like there is something potentially cool down here. Can always fast travel back up there in the future if there's something that we did miss or we want to look again. Witbane, huh? I wonder if the furnished Fort Dawnguard, which I'm not sure it will be by the time we get there, has a shrine. I don't know offhand where a shrine in Riften is. Let's just go to Fort Dawnguard. We've given the others time to get there ahead of us. storyline-wise. Kinda rough that you have to make this run every time. All good, though. Definitely looking spiffier than we left it. More heavily fortified by far. Got the flags up, love to see that. Responsibly, we will shut the gate behind us. Take a look at the defenses here.
Yes? Yeah?
Hello, Tilda. Right, no sign of the vampires.
I hope the vampires try to attack us here. A lot.
Is there anything back here to speak of? Oh, there's a cave. Alright. Good to know. Don't necessarily feel like going there at the moment. Oh man, is this just like a flex or a warning? Leaving out the vampire corpses from the previous assault, leaving them to rot? Kinda cool if so.
All right, Isran. You've got us... Here. Now, what do you want?
Hold it right there.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful. So, welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. And they have an Elder Scroll. If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with the space. Serene, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use. In the meantime,
Armoring up the trolls.
we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat with it, shall we?
Follow Isran. I remember being slightly confused sometimes as it regards the layout of Fort Dawnguard. And as you see, it's still not furnished. They have to do that next, I guess. Oh, whoops. See, this is what I mean. You're trying to go upstairs and you end up going out on the ramparts. But hey, the ramparts are cool. Oh, can you actually jump upon the ramparts this way? That would be epic. I've never really spent time out here before. Yes, we're on the ramparts of Fort Dawnguard. Picture time. Truly glorious and epic. Men only want one thing, and it's disgusting. And that thing is to walk the ramparts of a fortress that you live in, protecting it from the travails and the horrors of the world. Now, how do we get upstairs in this place? Here's another staircase. Maybe it will lead to floor 2 rather than the ramparts. Nope.
Well, I need to do some testing on this new weapon. I was thinking a live target would be helpful.
Are you mad, woman? After the trouble I've gone through.
Fine. You could have just said no.
She's trying to experiment on trolls. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Alright, the chests are starting to populate. Getting lost is at least profitable around here. Holy crap, why does every staircase we find lead to Dayspring Canyon? Lead to the ramparts. We're trying to get to the second floor. I guess we'll consult the map, but it's not that helpful, really. Well, at least you guys get the tour of good old Fort
How do you
Dawnguard.
feel? I think you might be sick.
I think you're right. Oh, some stuff is here. We've got the Arcane Enchanter. We've got just shelves full of soul gems to take, which is pretty hype. That's pretty huge. And you know what? Who knows if any of you other Dawnguard members even enchant anything, so don't mind if I do hog all the soul gems. Alright, we still can't find the upstairs, but we're
I like what Isran has done.
filling our pockets.
It's good to see someone else who's really prepared.
Jeez Louise. It almost feels unfair to just go around here taking stuff. Maybe we won't do it every time we get here, but... Sorry about this, guys. I really don't know how to find the upstairs. I'm sure once I do, it will become obvious. I was gonna say, but let's go back to the main chamber, which is here. Maybe you have to go just straight from there. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking. Now we're on the second floor. Was that the final test to join the Dawnguard? Try to find the flight of stairs that is appropriate to go up?
So let's hear it.
There you are, Serana.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again.
Not really. What are you
I'd rather
doing
not be
here?
here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen before your friend here loses his patience. Well, it's about me and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me.
What about
The
that
reason
scroll?
I had it and why I was down there. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it.
What kind of
It's
prophecy?
pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun.
Well, that's not
Have vampires control the
terribly
world.
vague.
Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll. I'm sorry. I had heard there were vampire hunters here. I thought they might want to know about a vampire plot to enslave the rest of the world. Was I wrong? Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now?
Because
Why?
we may need
Because of
her
that story
help.
about the prophecy about some vampire trying to put the sun out? Do you actually believe any of that? Who knows?
I think for
Maybe
realism's
it has
sake,
a
we should have had a
definition.
couple
Maybe it's just insane.
other guards here, other Dawnguard members guarding her while
It can
Isran
stay
talked
for
to us.
now. But if it's so
She
much
could
as
have
lays a
escaped,
finger on
she
anyone
could have
here,
done something
I'll hold
else,
you
got the jump on him,
Got it.
stolen
Really?
something, looked at important
Don't feel like a
documents,
guest, because you're not.
planted
You're
a listening
resource.
device, you name
An
it.
asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me.
Yeah, that's
Whatever
pretty
it
big
says,
news.
it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it. Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away, in Cyrodiil.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place.
Do you have any
Well, back
ideas?
before you know, the College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. I'd come with you, but I don't know if I can trust your friend. Let me know if you want me along.
Okay, so it seems that I would need to dismiss Janasa in order to keep Serana, and we're not about to do that. Halvar may not quite hate vampires in the way that Isran does, but certainly has seen no reason to do anything but keep Janasa around. Let's just steal all of Isran's fine clothing for the troll, for the big troll. We'll leave him a hat. You've got to wear all the same clothes tomorrow, but you'll have a new hat. Oops. So yeah, no Serana, keeping Janasa. And so that Winterhold College is a good lead, but we've never been to Winterhold. Halvar has never been to Winterhold. So I think what Halvar would do is have that probably be his last resort. And first we're going to try to ask friendly carriage drivers and innkeepers. And, you know, I'm remembering, or Halvar is remembering, rather, that we have a contact in an inn in Whiterun, the Redguard woman that we saved in my time of need quest. So whether it's her, whether it's somebody that she works with, or hey, speaking of them, the Alec here is still here. Oh yeah, I'm feeling sick of you. But thanks for the reminder. We can go pray at the Shrine of Talos.
Looking
And
for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside.
check the Jarl's backside for everyone's most hated NPC, Nazim. So true. So yeah, I think Halvar would ask around in Whiterun before anywhere else. Out of my way, Battleborn. Imperial sympathizer.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
This dude is like literally always here, Sinmir. Doesn't take his helmet off. Alright, hold
Sadia,
up.
wake up, dear. If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
You heard anything about a moth priest passing
Have
through?
I heard anything? It was the talk of the city for 3 days straight. Ain't too often we get a visitor like that. Oh, he just left a short while ago. He said he'd finished up his work and it was time to move on. That's all I can tell you. He asked me not to let anyone know where he was going. I suppose he didn't want the attention.
It's important that I find him right away.
It's like I said, I'm not going to talk about it.
It's worth a lot to
I
me.
can see that. He said he was heading for Dragon Bridge next. I hope that helps you. Need anything else?
Thank
Just
you,
let me
Hulda.
know.
You want a drink? All right then.
Thank you anyway, Sadia. To Dragon Bridge we go, I suppose. I don't think we've been here yet, have we? Get that horrible vampire lord. Wretched thing. All right.
What do you want? Out here at work, Hyoran treats me like an equal. Better than most in town.
Good for you, orc.
Fight well.
Maybe people would treat you better if you didn't say, "What do you want?" so aggressively. Upon first making somebody's acquaintance, have you ever considered this? It's very high-level advice. I don't know if you know this, but I have a very high-level speech skill. So I can help you with these things, orc. Oh, just ambushed by a mudcrab. You know what? That mudcrab is epic. Very tactical. Deserves to live.
You picked a bad
Whoa.
time to get lost, friend. Boost! Just a scratch!
Ooh. The Dragonborn comes for you, bandits. Occasionally missing a swing, no big deal. If that was the tactical mudcrab, it made a tactical blunder, following us up this far onto land. Probably its less intelligent cousin. Let's put it, let's assume that's the case. A book called Warrior. Giving us some more blocking skill. How do we get to Dragon Bridge? Most conveniently, probably by keeping to the high ground on this side of the river. So it appears, anyway. Bridges all over the place in this region of Skyrim. That is to say, mighty rivers all over the place, too. This is a pretty cool structure, though. Don't look down. I actually don't recognize this soundtrack, this piece of the soundtrack so much. I like it though. The Four Shields. I guess we'll stop there. Whoa! Very cool. Vampire attack. Got her. The way these vampire attacks happen in towns is just really, a really cool part of this DLC content, I think.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Well, you'll have to forgive me, Imperial.
When any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
But I just protected your ungrateful little podunk town from a vampire Night Stalker. So, maybe keep your comments to yourself, my friend.
Respect the law, and you'll have no trouble in Dragonbridge.
Oh my goodness, this is an Imperial town if I've ever seen one.
Something different about you, I can tell. Hope you ain't here to cause trouble.
See ya.
The meal. People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face. Make you look completely different. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I know not to go to that person. How come none of you are prompting a conversation about the Moth
Seen a lot of
Priest,
travelers lately. Mostly soldier nowadays.
What are you people hiding?
Huh?
Maybe the guards know.
What is it? Dragons?
Talos knows they've talked about everything else so far.
So that was a moth priest then.
Oh, there we go.
He rode through town not long ago with an escort of soldiers. They didn't stop. Just headed south across the Dragon Bridge. Until next time.
Until next time. This is the Dragon Bridge, it looks like. And we're going south. Investigate the scene of the attack. Overturned cart. Dead Imperial. Dead horse. Dead vampire. With a note. Which reads, I have new orders for you. Prepare an ambush just south of the Dragon Bridge. Take the Moth Priest to Forebear's Holdout for safekeeping until I can break his will from Malchus. Time to go rescue that Moth Priest, I dare say. We've got another cart that didn't make it. With a Falmer arrow? Did the Falmer really emerge from underground to kill these people? Let's read that journal, I guess. Merchant's Journal. There it is. Begged my husband not to go, but he just wouldn't listen. He said if he delayed the shipment even another week, the Legion would find someone else to take it south. Let them keep their blasted money. The road to Whiterun is dangerous these days, everyone knows it. So many caravans have been attacked. So many travelers vanished into thin air. Some say it's only bandits, but there are rumors of worse. Goblins, ghosts, witches. 20 years we've been married now, and I can't bear the thought of losing him. I'm not letting him go alone, not this time. We live or die together. Oh, Mara preserve us. Very tragic indeed. All the more reason to clean up Skyrim. Even if these people were serving the Empire, they seem to just be trying to make a living, you know? Now, where to find this Forebears holdout?
Huh?
Whoa. Yeah, looks like the place to me. Pretty cool little circular fortress of sorts underground and whatever the heck else is going on up there. Well, there's a death hound, but there's not really much to it but to do it, as they say.
Boost!
Now the vampires will know of our presence. I'm gonna pick up the meat, because you never know if we'll need, like, all the health sources we can possibly get in a place like this. Oh, you did. You did indeed.
Boost!
It's nothing. Please don't kill me.
Little sad, but when you're given over to the undead, there's not much we can do for you.
Damn you!
That was some good stuff from Halvar. Jump off the ramparts, dodging the arrow along the way. Dance around the fire a little bit. Force her to redirect her fire, and then, boom, close the distance with true alacrity.
How much longer can you keep this up, Moth Priest? Your mind was strong, but you're exhausted from the struggle.
That's the best you can do.
Yikes. First of all, let's poison the blade. We don't have that many potions left at all. Yeah, my My magic is low for the first time ever because I don't use it. Not worried about them draining that. Alright, Malchus dead, Fledgling dead. Janasa finished off the other Fledgling. Let's go. A quick but dangerous battle. Skirmish. Not a battle. Little skirmish. Waystone Focus. Probably quest related. Fascinating if not. Sleep in a coffin. Yeah, I don't think so. Thank you. Anyway. Just gonna check up top before we do anything else here. Don't see much. I assumed we'd be doing something down there at the glowy thing, but looks like we had to come up here anyway. Wonder if these gargoyles will come to life. As they did when we freed Serana.
But my master is there. Why
Defeat the enthralled Moth Priest.
Wait, stop! I yield! That wasn't me. You were fighting. I could see through my eyes, but I could not control my actions. Thank you for breaking that foul vampire's hold over me.
Oh yes, no problem.
You arrived just in time. I think those vampires were getting hungry.
Are you alright?
I'm quite alright, thanks to you. Dexian Evicus is my name. I'm a moth priest of the White Gold Tower. These vampires claimed they had some purpose in store for me, but they wouldn't say what. Probably hoping to ransom me, the fools. You do? All right then, enough mysteries.
We're called the Dawnguard, and we need you
have
to
an
read an
Elder
Elder Scroll.
Remarkable. If my knowledge of history serves me, I recall that the Dawnguard was an ancient order of vampire hunters. I will be happy to assist you with your Elder Scroll. Just tell me where I need to go. Very well. I'll hurry on my way there before more of those vampires turn up.
Malchus leaves a gruesome-looking corpse behind. We have not cleared the holdout. Wonder if he'll be walking like a new way out, or just the way we came. Looks like just the way we came in. So I wonder if is there another way out? I don't know. I almost said there's got to be, but I kind of checked myself. Something will change with the lighting, it's much easier to see now. But I still do not know. Whether we should be looking for another goodie or two. For these gargoyles to come to life, maybe. And for another way out on top of all that. But, I mean, it does kind of just look like you're supposed to go out with the Moth Priest. Whatever. And I understand why it's kind of like a quality of life thing. To be like, alright, we've done the quest, we'll meet you at the next destination. But especially when you're talking with a character who you just rescued from things that are still out there, Also knowing that there are much worse things out there. For realism's sake, it could be cool for the mission to include escorting him back, and then you get another vampire attack, much like the one in Dragon Bridge.
I owe you a debt for the
That
timely
could be
rescue.
cool. I mean, we could do that ourselves, right? But he just walks too slow. Yeah, if he was running the whole time, then we'd probably do that. Alright, looks like we've seen just about everything there is to see, except maybe what's all the way down over here. I don't know if there's going to be much. Indeed not. Just getting a little wet. Oh, jeez. All right.
You arrived just in time. I think those vampires were...
Yeah, especially because every time you get close to that guy, he stops walking to talk. Unescortable. Far too inconvenient. Well, I'd like to play for maybe like 10 more minutes, but I don't... I mean, we can just go back to the Dawnguard place, I guess. I was gonna say, I wouldn't mind like just like popping quickly into another cave of some kind. Or finding one more thing to do. I don't know. I'm just gonna run in this direction for a minute and see what happens, see what comes up. We'll probably begin... We probably won't go back to the Dawnguard to close it out. We'll just do that next time we need... Whoa, hello. Just a random orc attack. This is what I'm talking about. Orcs are insane. Freaking Mudcrab, dude. No! Right at the end, we just get wrecked by... Literally got wrecked by the Mudcrab. It was interrupting attacks, or at least it drew my attention like it was. Well, that was embarrassing. I was trying to just run away and use a potion, right? Because I didn't want to get an unlucky critical hit taking away our last part of our life, but turns out I was just a split second too slow. Alright. Okay, Mudcrab, you need to die first. Okay, now we can fight the orc.
That's your best.
Oh, it's a dark elf now? Oh, so it's just like a randomly generated... Of course it would have been an orc the first time for Halvar, though. Daedra Heart, hello. What a fascinating encounter. Well, we're about done with the episode, so we might as well pick everything up, I guess. So I'm going to be doing my usual wheeling and dealing off camera. Would have been nice to get vengeance on that orc, though, but clearly the orc was too much for us. Near the beginning, that band of orcs... Well, one orc kind of leading the trio posing as Imperials, and then that random encounter, like, orcs are no joke on this difficulty for Halvar at this stage. Miko's Shack. I suppose that's Miko. Who writes, well, after all my years living in these woods, it looks like the rot joint will finally be the end of me. I guess that's fine. All my friends are long dead. The only one left is poor Miko. He was always a loyal companion. Oh, okay, and I know he'll be able to take care of himself. I hope someday I'll see him again. Miko is a pet of some kind, then, I take it. Funny that the shack is now rightfully named after the pet, I suppose. A bittersweet discovery. I mean, mostly bitter, right? It's not exactly anything good there. It's just kind of cute that the pet's name is on the deed now. It's on the title. Amazing how long range these spiders' attacks are. Glorious. We must be near that abandoned shack, yeah. Yeah, it's straight ahead. Alright, I want to discover one more thing. Let's go... Well, we have discovered Fort Snowhawk already. I think that might have been the place where we made the raid, the horseback raid, as we were passing through. We just saw an Imperial fortress and rode in, caused some havoc, killed about a half dozen of them, and then escaped with them hot on our trail. Pretty sure that's the one. The good old days. In the early stages of Halvar's saga. And in the even earlier stages of the Skyrim civil conflict. Which is still quite unresolved. Taking our sweet old time with that one. We've got something going on here. Looks like maybe a Vigilant of Stendarr. Indeed.
Don't set anything on fire, all right?
Please cure me.
Stendarr's light purify you of your ills.
Nice.
None escape the vigil. All come in.
Wow.
The light.
Just took down a flame on Turok one-on-one. That's pretty impressive, my friend. What did he say? None escape the vigil, all come into the light. Something like that. I wonder if you can in any way, I might have speculated on this before, join the Vigilance. Is that something you do in Skyrim? The Dawnguard's really cool and all, but I wonder if there's like a little side thing where the Vigilants are, or you can like ally with them or something. That'd be pretty hype. Do a few quests on their behalf. Dead Men's Respite. Well, seems like a pretty involved place, right? Seems like it's not going to be just a quick poke in, kill a few things type of deal. So, we'll probably have to call it there. I do not have time at this moment to do another, 15, 20 minute quest. So, let's get a nice backdrop from which to bid you adieu. Thank you so much, everybody out there. Really do love it. Skyrim's my favorite game of all time. Revisiting it with you here has confirmed that. I just love it. I just love everything about it. It's always a pleasure. I always look forward to playing it. I always make excuses to make time to play it. It's just a great, great part of my life at this moment. And I'd really like to thank the people who are taking the time to view the videos and taking the generosity, taking the coins out of their wallet to support the content. I know that, Skyrim is a 10-year-old game at this point. Speaking of which, Anniversary Edition's coming out soon. Spiff it up a little bit. We'll be adding that to Halvar Saga, and I hope to see you for more chapters involving that and beyond. There's just hours and hours of content awaiting us still. Have barely scratched the surface, so take care, guys. See you for the next one, and until then, stay well.